I'm not saying he didn't do anything wrong. I'm just saying it's like there's no reason to bring this super conspiracy like he was working and weaving in the background to do stuff. It was just oh I'm
Zoom
gonna
doesn't do
just
those
mess with
types of
Ralph.
things. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, he
The
was just
evidence
fucking
says
around.
that he does do those kinds of things, but you're saying that he doesn't.
He wasn't doing that shit to you. He was just fucking around. It's the same shit I do to you or anyone else, really.
I mean, accusing me of cheating on my wife and spreading that's just fucking around. There's no big deal with that.
You know, it's not an accusation. It's just proof of it. I'm sorry, man. I mean, your wife cheats on you anyways. I mean, it's fair game. I don't give a shit about that. That's
There's no
just
proof of any of
desserts.
that, actually.
Nah, there's enough.
Well, drop it then.
I mean, there's emails. Like, you're in possession of emails of you talking to women. And I mean, you've admitted to having signs of being unfaithful anyway.
By the way, people are going to
No,
spam
I'm
my.
not,
If you're
actually.
going to spam my DM with get null on, I'm just going to block you because Josh is not even in the fucking waiting room.
No one fucking cares about Josh. He's not gonna come on.
I
Jesus
know.
Christ.
People are just.
Fucking raccoon
I know,
looking
I don't know.
fucker.
It's a random get null on account. Set spamming get null on. Just block.
I mean,
Yeah, I
people
was
care a
wondering.
lot more
Go
about
for it.
Josh than they care about you or Zoom, Snick.
I don't give a fuck what people care about. I don't give
Well,
a
you just
shit.
said they
I'm just here
didn't
to piss
care, and
people
now you're
off.
saying you don't care what they care about.
No, I don't care if they care about me.
Sub-Saharan IQ is shining through again.
No, Ralph. I think this is the Maker's Mark IQ. I was saying I don't care if they care about me because I don't give a shit about if anyone
But you just
cares
said they
about
didn't
me.
care about Josh.
Ah,
but they
Josh is in the
do.
waiting room. Right, fine.
No, I
But
was saying no one gives a shit,
We'll tell you what. We'll tell you what.
and you were saying no.
We'll just get rid of Snick and bring Josh on.
Yeah.
Hey, no, damn it! I wanted to ask him, Snick, do you suck that guy's dick because it tastes like a 6-year-old's asshole? Every fucking time anybody speaks up about fucking Corey, he's there on his fucking knees sucking that dick every goddamn day. I can't fucking listen to anybody talk about him without hearing about him. Sorry, I was pent up. I was very.
It is kind of strange. I don't know, but
No snap on Snake. Jesus. I mean, apparently there's Akagen also joined the Discord. I don't know if that's the real Akagen, but
The famous Akagen.
well, there was an account Akagen, the hate. What does it say? The hate crime engine. I don't know if that's a troll account. It might look like him, but if it is the real him, you owe AP $5.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine what he would want to say. He'd probably want to yell at Ralph because I don't. Well, I don't even know the lore with Akagen. I just knew that one day he was like co-hosting Tonka's show, which was a poor decision in, in terms of.
a decision if you go on Tonka's show.
Well, I went on Tonka's show and people got mad at me for it, but I didn't offer to fucking co-host it. That wasn't good long-term planning on his part because that shit didn't last but for like another month.
it didn't
mean,
end
it
up working out, though.
Yeah, I mean, you've also had fucking Kraut was on yesterday, I believe, trying not to gloat about the Andy thing. So, but that's just Kraut, though. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I literally just went to yell at Snick. I don't have anything to say.
All right, Josh. Yeah, I'm about to drop out too, man. I'm just gonna go do some other shit.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
swore I wasn't gonna get involved with this shit today, but yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for having me on. Though. I appreciate it.
No
All right,
problem, Ralph.
see you later.
All right, peace out, guys.
Later.
So Josh, people keep calling you a pedo. Is this because apparently you're into lolly porn or something like that? What's that shit about?
Well, luckily for you, Corey has put together a very convenient 20-part series
Oh.
detailing his thoughts on this. So if you ever want to look it up, just deep dive into that. It's about 4 days worth of content that you can just listen to 24/7.
I'd rather blow my own brains out. Thanks. Jesus, 4 days? Nah, I'm good.
No, it's been going on for like 2 months, and I haven't even talked about him. I can't imagine what he's mad about, and it's just rings so hollow. Like how? Here, I have a genuine question. It's just a troll. It's just a troll. He did it. Said like it's just a troll. It's just a troll. He did it on live stream because, from what I understand, back in the day, right, Blab TV was ran by Martin Shkreli, and he was trying to bootstrap it by paying people to run good programs, right? So you want to have viewer counts, and that would be incentive to do crazy shit that you weren't actually committed to get people to watch, right? Now that kind of sounds like the high score table on Stream.me. So it's like he has experience in fucking people over to try and get benefits from a streaming platform. But I have a question for you, Cog. If you wanna play a game real quick.
What? Do I want to play a game?
Just a question. I have a. Have you heard those audio tapes from Corey?
No, I've not. I've got people posting here that it's apparently you had what is it? A board on your site for paedophiles to post their child porn.
Oh,
Which
I
got shut down.
had like an 8chan style site where people could make their own boards, and one of them I had specific rules for like pedophile shit because I didn't want it everywhere. So people made like a file board which was text only.
But here's my question about that though.
Why would you even
want
host paedophile shit on there?
Doesn't matter what it is, Josh. Why did you want pedophile shit anywhere at all?
I mean, you guys are British, so you don't understand this.
Oh,
idea.
fuck off with that shit.
No, I don't give a shit. Why are you hosting paedophile shit on your website?
It's a platform where people can make
I
their
don't
own
give a
board.
fuck.
It doesn't even exist. Number
it
one,
shouldn't deserve to be fucking.
No, of course it doesn't. Of course
shit.
it's going to get shut down. It's paedophile shit. Like
it didn't get shut down by anybody. I closed it because I lack of interest.
But why did you make it in the first place? There's a point. You didn't need. It's pedophile shit. You know it was going to get shut down. Why did you make it? It's fucking disgusting.
it is.
Okay.
Doesn't matter where. Oh, you're British.
Anglos don't understand this, but unless somebody's breaking the law, you don't have to shut them down. Like I know Anglos just in their brain they don't have this, like where you can let people say shit that you find repulsive sometimes, and you don't have to just shut it down or censor it.
Hopefully it's being reported to the police.
When there was
no.
actual like law breaking, I would report it to the MCNC. It's
What does that mean? Law breaking? Does that mean that so you're okay with the?
If somebody posted child pornography on the anonymous platform, I would delete it, but I'd report the IP data to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Right. Okay.
And I mean, there was no place for that. It was text only, and it was de-indexed. But no, I have a question because the audio logs when he talks about wanting to rape kids, he says something specifically about masturbating to a 6-year-old being raped in the ass, and the defense that he posits is that he did this for money on Martin Shkreli's platform. So I have a question for you, Cog. Considering, but I can kind of wager the answer given how angry you were just about 16chan. How much money would you want to be paid to say that you watch a 6-year-old girl be raped in the ass?
I wouldn't take money to say something like that. I value my integrity above money. Why would I care?
It's a great fucking question, isn't it?
It's not a question. I value my integrity over being paid money.
Well, you asked a question after that sentence. My point is that I don't buy that excuse. Because either A, he has no integrity and probably is a pedophile, or B, he's just a pedophile and he can say it. That's all I gotta say about it. As far as running sites where people post shit that I don't like, it's part of my libertarian concept. If people want to post shit that doesn't hurt nobody, go for it.
Right. So from what I'm seeing in the chat, creepy conversations. It would be.
It was literally like 8 posts
Well, would you have allowed like I'm guessing cartoon child porn?
Are you referring to Lolicon? Or there's a difference.
No, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan. I'm asking you if this is the sort of stuff that would have been.
Because, for instance, somebody like Shadman draws in likeness of real children, like Daphne Keane, pictures of her being raped by Hugh Jackman, and I consider that cartoon child pornography. But as far as completely fictional characters, there's no victim there.
It's miserable.
Yeah, just a little bit. Do you want to explain, like, obviously your question before? I'm guessing had some reference towards Zoom, the one that you asked me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, Snick says when he runs defense for Corey, he says that Corey has like a 20-minute long conversation on Blab TV where he's arguing with this girl who claims that he forced her to watch child pornography and she wanted to kill herself because of it. And the defense is that he was receiving money from Martin Shkreli for running a popular show people tuned in to watch to promote the platform. And my question is, how much money would you want to say that you watched a 6-year-old girl being anally raped is related to that, because I don't know how much he got for that. I don't know how he split it amongst the people helping him in this op in air quotes.
Hold up. So Zoom used to run a look. Fucking hell, man! What is this? This is shit that I've never heard about before. Yeah. So Zoom has run a site for somebody else who was being paid money by.
No, Martin Shkreli, the Pharma Bro guy, used to run something called Blab TV, which was just like Stream.me.
Right.
And it was years ago, and they paid their top streamers money for attracting an audience to the site, exactly like Stream.me does.
Right.
And to, I guess, from what he says, to entertain people, he claimed that he was a pedophile and had a an argument with a girl who claimed that he made her masturbate child pornography while on the phone with them. And it's like 20 minutes long. It's really hard to listen to.
But didn't she turn out to be like a 23-year-old woman or something like that?
At the time, I think she was 17, but she claimed to have been raped when she was 12. When I think she came on to.
Like, don't get me wrong. I've already said this until I'm blue in the face. I think it's weird, the whole LARPing or trying to get shock value out of, I'm acting like a paedophile. I think it's weird as fuck. I've said this to Zoom as well. But like, I don't know. From what I've heard, she was like 23 at the time of this happening. Well, that's what I've heard, obviously, from Zoom. If it's the same conversation we're talking about, because I think I have heard this ages ago. This conversation between them.
And for some reason it got completely drowned out. Something else really big happened, and people stopped giving him shit. And he dipped for a year, and now he's come back. But because he was doing shit against Tonkasaw, like in that stream where he claimed that he had Tonka's SSN and was going to commit identity fraud against him. Oh, in that stream, everybody was like, "Oh, that's so base. He's so epic, and this is epic when because he's committing identity fraud against some guy we don't like." Well, immediately after that, once Tonka gets humiliated and bows out, he turns his sights onto other people in and around Ralph's community. And now we're at that part where he's done this before, where from what I've seen, he strips away support from somebody and then goes after them directly. So he went after me, he went after Andy Worski, he went after a bunch of people, and over time, he's isolated Ralph, and now he's going after Ralph directly.
Right.
And it just so happens that people have forgotten about the audio logs where he tells Tabby that he masturbates to a 6-year-old girl being raped, and he has useful idiots like Snick, who is a brain-dead nigger, who will come onto any stream and defend Corey from these accusations because he cannot get the taste of Corey's dick out of his mouth.
Oh, give me a second. Alrighty, well, I'm not going to obviously... Zoom's obviously here, so I'll bring him in if he wants to defend himself.
Oh, my name's Josh, and I'm a soy-filled faggot who gets bullied off every board I go to. Oh. Hey, Josh, if you're such an arbiter of what's right and wrong, why were you harassing a 15-year-old girl when you were 19 and begging her for pictures of her fucking tummy? I can pull up the exact fucking logs on the forum where you're begging her for pictures of her tummy and telling everybody you're gonna kill yourself if she stops talking to you.
Here, let me
Is that normal? Is that normal, Josh? Is it normal for a 19-year-old guy to tell a 15-year-old girl he's gonna kill himself simply because she doesn't give him attention?
You're great at doxing, right? Do you know what her birthday is?
Yeah, at this time she was 15. It's 2012.
You're wrong.
You talk about how you talk to her all the time. I have her added on Steam. You don't have her added. You're not her friend. She told me you're a fucking wacko. So did everybody else that was involved with that. You're a fucking nutcase, and you're a liar. Just like how you lied on Ralph's show and said that you didn't set up a fucking pedophile board, that you never set up File, that you never set up Peeb. But I got you on Discord right here. I can actually pull it up and give it to Cog. The exact recording of you in Dispatch, where you say you did set it up.
Put it in general. I don't really give a shit if it's there. I don't give a fuck.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you personally. I got the clip of him saying it. There you go.
All right.
Yeah. You're not so talkative now that I'm here, are you, Josh? You fucking soy-filled pussy.
Okay.
You got a lot of mouth when I'm not around.
Alrighty.
It's better to just let you talk because you fucking sound like a lunatic and you're full of shit.
Yeah, I don't let you talk because you're a woman. You don't talk when I talk. You sit there and you listen like a good little.
You're you're so fucking crazy. Again, it's better to just let you talk because you dig yourself into a fucking hole. People can tell what kind of
let's
person
compare
you
you to me. I have a relationship with a 26-year-old woman. You're a 26-year-old virgin who's never kissed a girl in your life.
are.
There's a huge difference.
Think that than tell you anything.
I don't need to think it. I know it. There's a fucking recording of you on Coach Red Pill's stream telling him that you're a virgin and that you're afraid to talk to women in the Ukraine. I don't need to fucking think it. There's actual documented proof of you admitting that you're a virgin. Yes, you did. You not only admitted that you're a virgin, you said that you've never had a girlfriend.
Half the time.
You said that you've never had a girlfriend in your life that wasn't on the internet.
You tell the truth.
Oh,
What
really,
you do,
Josh?
you tell
Really, what you do is you tell half truths because what you want to do is you want everybody to think I'm not a pussy. I'm gonna mute you because I'm too much of a beta male, and then I have to leave because I'm a soy-filled little pussy, and I can't help people bullying me. And if I were to ever try to defend myself against the lies that you tell, I would be wrapped up in that 24/7 because I can't ever beat you without a bunch of trannies backing me up. You can't ever back me up. Oh God, you can't beat me. You're a pathological chronic liar. Like when you went and you told a bunch of people on a tranny forum that they were getting people killed, and then you said, "Come to my house and fight me," and then they did, and you hid in the bathroom like a little girl because you were scared. Imagine hiding in the fucking bathroom for a fucking tranny. Who ran the fucking pedophile board, Josh? You're the one that failed at anything. You dropped out of high school. You dropped out of college. You have no money. I've taken your Patreon, your PayPal, all of your pay pigs, your stream me. I got your YouTube demonetized. You have nothing. And you never will. And I will take your fucking, next project too? I'll take that too. Because the minute they start adding payment processing onto that, they're going to have to kick you off of it because MasterCard won't work with Dick if you're on the channel.
Well, he's gone.
Yeah, of course he's gone because he's a soy-filled bitch. He does the same thing every time I catch him on his stream. He's a fucking coward. Should I go ahead and should I send you the links to him on Blockland forums where he's 19 at the time? Because he's 26 now, and he's harassing this girl, telling her he's going to murder her and rape her, begging her for pictures of her tummy, trying to get everybody on the forum to go after her, all because she rejected him and she calls him socially retarded. This guy was telling people he was going to kill himself because a 15-year-old girl didn't want to talk to him on Skype. I'm going to kill myself because a 15-year-old girl doesn't want to talk to me, Josh. That isn't normal. That's not what fucking normal people do. And then he's on Coach's stream not even 2 months ago saying, "Oh, I'm 26. I don't know what it is to kiss a girl. And I've never had sex in my entire life. And I'm just so scared to talk to women in the Ukraine because I don't speak the language." And by the way, Cog, my girlfriend's 26. She was 23 at the time. Like usual, 9 farms over there, Josh, can't get anything right. He takes what things that he hears.
This is the thing. Like, even Zach was saying in the chat before, it's just like, do you want to send me a thingy of this? But I'd never got around to really asking him. And then you obviously was there, and I thought I'll bring you in, obviously, to... I didn't think it'd be that bad. I thought we'd be able to get to a point. I was about to mute one of you, but then he jumped out. So
of course he jumped out because he's a fucking pussy. My girlfriend's 26. She's a junior in college. She lives on her own. She usually lives with me, but she went away for school. You know, everybody that knows us, including Billy the Fridge and Ralph, up until he got butthurt about a joke, has talked to her, has verified that she's over the age of 18, and that Josh is a fucking bullshitter. He can't get anything right. That's why nobody ever wants to listen to his soy-filled wannabe gym boy.
Right. So, like I say, like I say, it's just fucking. It's these days you hear pedo accusations going fucking everywhere, and to be fair, like the only audio that I've heard is that one that obviously you said that she was 23 at the time when she did it. It's the first time that I've heard that it was younger than that today. I've not seen anything on that.
Oh yeah, before that she was 12. You know, they were saying she was 12 last week. Now she's 17. You know, they can't even get the fucking date right. And I never said it. She said it. She said I was fucking her in the ass while we were watching it. I thought it was hilarious. recordings, said he was kidding, said that he clipped it so that it looked worse, and openly admitted it on a live stream with me. I have the fucking stream backup of him admitting it.
What's this Kiwi Farms link that people are sending me?
It's just, you know, Josh being mad. He created a thread about me where he just cries about me and keeps the old recordings because, you know, he doesn't want people to hear the recording of him admitting that he created a fucking forum for pedophiles to hang out on where they talk about raping children to death and post child porn.
Yeah, that's something that I was like, that's fucking weird. And he's trying to basically he was trying to say, oh yeah, I did this for no, you made a child porn.
No.
It doesn't matter what it is. Like, you made a form for child porn. It doesn't matter if it's text only, pictures only. I don't give a fuck. You made one for child porn. It's like,
No,
sorry.
he is a liar. I called him out about that months ago, and on Ralph's show, in front of Ralph and all of his audience, he said, I never made those boards. Somebody else made them. Yet, just a week ago, when he was talking with Dispatch on Dispatch's YouTube stream, he said, I created them as a way to sanitize the boards. But he said a completely different story when he was on Ralph's show. And on that thing, it is full of CP. If you go look at that website, there are tons of snapshots on that FreeChan collected for months because Bath and FreeChan hate him. And he talks about, oh, well, he disappeared for a year. No, Josh. You disappeared for a year because everybody was harassing you to the point that you shut Kiwi Farms down because they were fucking with your mom so hard because they said she was using her money at her job to pay for your site to support pedophilia.
I'm being sent a lot of links through to listen to here. This is basically, I'm guessing someone's just like, it's been sent through with just the audio, I'm guessing.
And rather than get off Blab multiple
not
times,
from the
you could have
get-go.
talked
I just
how you
spent
do
a
from the
long
get-go.
time.
God, that's like 4 minutes long, and then the next. I'll play it while it. What?
Yeah, we've all heard
I
those.
I've not fucking heard these.
told you, I
Oh,
literally
you
I'm not that invested.
told you the fucking fourth day that we were talking about everything. I showed you everything. And by
Like I'm sure I've heard like a part of this or something in like a Kumite stream ages ago.
the second week that we were
Yeah,
together,
we did
you
a
already looked through my
Kumite
computer
stream.
twice, and I told you everything.
I didn't know you watched.
And this is the troll that you did.
Yeah, we were in a room with Worm and Nathan.
Like I think
And
I think
Ray.
it's a weird troll. I think I've said this to you fucking several times. I think it's a weird fucking troll.
Yeah, we were trying to see what pissed them off the most, and they were like, "Wow, that's really fucked." So then when she got on the actual live stream for the third recording, which is like the next day, she told a much more timid version of that because people were like, "You're going too far," and Nathan was laughing about it and saying, "Well, that's way too far. People aren't gonna brush it over if you go into detail like that." People don't understand.
And
that-
by troll for the chat, that's like trolling. Yeah, by troll, apparently she was above age. She was 23 when you did this recording.
Yeah, she's 23. She's 26 now.
See, this is the thing. It's like for this is what I'm hearing from you, and I haven't seen anything to the contrary of, oh well, she's obviously this age. And if it's just, oh well, she says it on the recording, which is apparently an act. Oh God!
I mean,
so fucking.
I mean,
stupid.
it's just Nine Farms fucking everything up like usual. They take a small.
People are saying
bit
listen
of
to the
story,
audio.
they
Well, I'm
lie.
gonna have to take my time to listen to this fucking audio. How long is this shit? Do you know how many fucking links I've been sent in? That in fact, this is.
It's like 30 minutes.
Let's go for let's. All right, let's go through this. Fuck it.
Like child pornography.
The minute you said that you were always curious
Like
about
no, like what? Oh my god.
it, you said that you were curious about
Oh no.
You
Oh my
did.
god. Oh
You-
my god.
it. You were high
Oh
as
my
fuck when you said it, but you did say it.
Holy crap. I'm gonna vomit. Like, literally, you don't understand. Like, I feel like vomiting when I think about it. Like, anything.
Yeah, and
oh
that's
my
the thing
God.
is you get high and you say
Oh
stupid shit.
my God.
You got high and you
Oh my
said
God,
stupid
please
shit.
stop, like, throwing things around like that because you're making it seem like I'm like you, and I'm not. Like, oh my God.
No, because the difference between me and you is you want to blame everyone else for your problems instead
No,
of
Corey,
facing
I
them.
took responsibility.
Yeah, Kleptos is saying I would listen to the stream where Zoom talked at length about this. He showed her on video.
Yeah, that was what she said. She said that we put it on while we were having sex in person.
Okay, so that's you sent me a picture of you with her.
Yeah, that's clearly not a 17-year-old girl.
I don't know. I don't know. She looks young, but she looks younger than me. So fucking, I'm 30, so that does not help. She could easily. She looks.
20,
She
I'm
looks.
28 at the time.
I don't know. She looks young in that picture. She looks young to me. But that's me. Like I definitely idea. that's how I am though. Fucking yeah. She looks youngish, but you could easily say she looks 18, 19 or something. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
older than that.
she's 20. She's 23 at the time.
It's fair enough. It's fair enough. It can happen. It can happen. I got ID the other day trying to go into a bar, and I'm like, "Are you ridiculous? I'm 30." And they were just like, "Oh, we've got to do it. It's gonna happen." So I don't know. But yeah.
Where's the pic of Josh with his girlfriend or any woman? The only picture I've ever seen of him with a female is his mother.
Is there a reason why the picture's taken in the alcohol aisle? Is that to throw my attention to the alcohol? I'm joking. Ah, fun times. Right, what the fuck? I was sent a load of shit through. 1 second. Where was I? Let's continue. Oh shit, I've got to.
And rather than get on.
Oh god, people said play the second one. Fuck it. Right.
Dumb. Like so.
It's not dumb, Tabby. I was there, like for all of this.
Like people already know he's a pedophile. Like why?
But this I told was he swatted her because she wanted to get away from him after he started talking about moving across the country to live with her after knowing her for 3 days. He tried to get the 17-year-old to kill herself after knowing her for like 1 day and trying to get her to move in.
He fucking fucks
with him.
Thomas, dude.
Like,
Thomas
Wait, what are you talking about?
last year was the 17-year-old.
Okay.
He tried to get her to hang herself, and then he tried to get her to move in with him after 1 day of talking to her.
Oh my god, you guys are so dumb. Like so.
It's not dumb, Tabby. I was there, like for all of this.
Like people already know he's a pedophile. Like why?
But I told
You just want to be right. You just want to be
no,
right.
no,
That's
I
what
hit
it's
you
about
up.
for you.
I messaged you the first time I saw you
Black
talking to him, and I was like,
change
you should like be careful with this guy. And instead of like talking to me about it or even trying to find out what I
So is this the girl in the white here? Is that the girl who was in the voice call?
Yeah.
And that's your
Yeah, you
girlfriend?
can- Yeah.
God, it's so small. Let me try and make this big screen.
There's a bigger screen.
She's
recording it.
23 in there.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe she just looks young to me. I think she looks young. Just me.
The main one I'm thinking is this is all a bunch of fucking bullshit. You're a bunch of fucking liars. The second one is that you actually are complicit with whatever Zoom is doing. That you understand him and that you go along with him in some degree. That you understand it.
It's not that I understand him because I myself it's not that kind of understanding. It's like empathy. Like I feel bad for him and for every I mean, if you found out something horrible about your partner, no matter what it is, I bet your first instinct wouldn't be to leave them. Like you think you can fix things, but you can't.
Right. These are all short clips, I think.
Not from the get-go.
I didn't know you watched child porn. I don't know. These might just all be clips of the same thing that we just watched. There's loads of these.
Yeah, it's the same clips that we went over a year ago. What happened was Josh got so booty tickled about me fucking with him. Then he heard it, and he went and he clipped all of them, and he's been spamming Gal with them for fucking weeks. Because he's so ass mad about the fact that I got a recording of him admitting that he ran a fucking forum where he invited pedophiles to come hang out on and talk about fucking kids. And then he wants to try and take the moral high ground because my girlfriend told a bunch of people a fucking story on a fucking site. And then not even 2 weeks later, we're in the same goddamn kitchen eating dinner laughing at how stupid those people are for believing it. And every single person that's ever been on that website, fucking Andy and Failure, went out to go find people on YouTube and see if it was the truth. And every single one of them told the exact same story. That her and I were extremely fucked up trolls who did all kinds of fucked up shit on that site all the time and faked shit all the time. We faked that we broke up, we were throwing plates, we were having domestic abuse fucking jokes, claiming that I was beaten, and it was always like something fucking insane. And then like Worm and the other guy talking to her there is Doctor. They came on to add to the troll and fuck around with people, and Worm even admitted it on the stream with Clowntown that we were always fucking around with people like that, and that Nathan used to claim that he ran this CP website Toy Box. He said he hosted it on his website.
Right.
Yeah, and it was like a huge thing. And then Nathan's like, "Oh, I'm a pedo too. My name's Nathan," and it was like a joke. And there's parts of the thing that he doesn't show, like in the second recording, where Nathan's saying stuff and we're all laughing about it. Like, if she was that serious, why is she laughing? Why is she still texting me? Why is she still with me 3 years later?
I don't know. I've not seen all of this shit. So from my point of view, it's just, I don't know. There's enough rumors to, or at least enough rumors surrounding both of you. Maybe you've both been really good at like spinning stories on each other. I don't know. But I can kind of understand Ralph's like a decision to disassociate from a point of view, because it's just fucking hell. This shit goes deep on both sides.
He was talking to me the other day. Ralph got mad because I said he's the mundane mad of stream me, because I said it to him joking, and I even messaged him on Discord and said, "Hey, I'm gonna come fuck with you because your show's getting boring." And he didn't mind me doing that the past few times that I've done it, because the shows have been boring as fuck. Like, nobody wants to listen to him just read over the news for 2.5 hours while he has gators.
Well, I have to disagree, because I do enjoy watching him and tuning in personally. So, and I know a lot of other people that do.
Really? Because his viewers are dropping by the hundreds.
I don't know. He's still at about 1,000. He's still at about 1,300, 400 strong, something like that. Yeah. And that was while you were live the other day, and you had about 250 people turn up to your own, because I watched both. So, and I tuned into yours for a second, and I tuned into his.
I think
you were stream sniping him at the time, because obviously you're falling out.
Yeah, I got yelled at for Kevining him and making fun of him, and pausing and reading the news faster than him, and they were like, "Stop doing that." I was like, "Okay, I'll just snipe him, but not play it on the air."
You know, but 1,500 viewers. You know, but 1,500 viewers on streaming, he's going to be fine.
He doesn't have 1,500.
It's about 1,300. Like I say, when you were live the other day, and I was watching myself as an audience member, you had about 250 watching yourself. This is when you were stream sniping him, and he had about 1,000. And he had, hear me out. He had about 1,300 watching him at the time. He did. Plus.
At the time, he had 1,300, and it dropped all the way down to 1,100 in less than 10 minutes. Ask Dispatch. He he keeps all of the logs for the viewer peaks and the viewer drops. And he peaked at 1,600. And in less than an hour, he was already down to 1,200. And that's been happening from 2 weeks ago when he was at 2,200 concurrent viewers. It's been dropping steadily every fucking show, every fucking week. And I said this to him a few weeks ago. I said, "Dude, you need to fucking change up this format, because it's getting dry and people are getting tired of it. Now, it may not bore you, but it bores a lot of other fucking people."
Well, that's fair enough. But that's
tired of watching a guy.
But that's the free market. But that's the free market. Some people don't want to sit there and tune into the news. Some people want to tune into other things. That's fine. But that's how it works. Some people want to tune into the crazy skull lady looking at crystal skulls. I mean, that's how it works. That's the free market.
I mean, personally, my favorite channel on here is the guy with the pet rock. I think that's hilarious.
Not even seen it.
But just today when he was streaming, he had less than 1,100 people watching him when he was streaming. Like, that's not me being an asshole. That's what the fucking metrics show.
Well, hey, who cares? Who cares? People want to watch it.
I don't know. Bob Ross has a fucking Twitch channel that has about that, and he's been dead for fucking years. That means
nothing.
But it means nothing, though.
But it's a huge drop from 2,200 concurrent viewers to 1,100 concurrent viewers. The metrics show that there is a steep decline in people watching. There's also a steep decline in people watching him from start to end, because the show gets stale. And I told him this, and he was like, "Yeah, I know that, and I'm gonna act like it doesn't bother me." But then in DMs, he's telling me that the gun thing is driving him nuts, that people fucking with him in the chat are driving him nuts. And I said, "Okay, well then I'll just start coming on your show and fucking with you, so that people will get laughs out of it. It'll boost your viewers. People will say that it's not boring, because I don't know if you guys remember when he had fucking Nick Fuentes on the show, and the guy Cameron, the white nationalist that's banging the black chick." And the show was completely dead in the water for 2.5 hours. It was just two guys lightly prodding each other. There was no blood sports. There was no arguments. There was no screaming. I mean, the guy was just trying to constantly call Nick an optics cuck. And I was on there for 5 minutes, and I bullied the shit out of that guy and made him optics cuck. And that was the most entertaining part of the show, when you have two guests on, is me coming in and screaming at a fucking guy for being a white nationalist to fuck the black chick. So I told him, I said, I'm just going to keep coming in, and every time your show gets boring, I'm going to fuck with you. That way it keeps the fucking views going. And he said he was okay with that. So I went in the other day, and I fucking fucked with him. I said, "You're the Monday Matter stream me. Stop reading the news. People are getting bored." And apparently that got him so mad that while I was asleep, even though I said, "Man, that was funny," and I DM'd him that I was kidding, I go to sleep, I wake up, he's banned me, he's banned like 10 other people, and then anybody that questioned him about it, he banned them off the fucking server, freaking out on them. He doxed Lord Akira and then blamed it on me. That's bullshit. I had nothing to do with Lord Akira. I didn't do a fucking thing to that guy. I don't even know who the fuck he is. I've never spoken to him in my fucking life. But he's blaming me, saying that I doxed somebody that he doxed, and then told his own fucking people that are paying him and supporting him that it doesn't matter how much money that they pay him, that they don't fucking matter to him. That's what he said to the guy in a DM. And somehow I'm the asshole in this situation? What, because I called him out on his bullshit? He does troll shield people. He troll shields people all the fucking time. He troll shielded Andy the other day. It's not about the fact that he fucked a goddamn fat retarded whale girl. It's about the fact that he lied to everybody about it, including me. When I told him to just be honest, he wasn't. And then he goes on to tell us that he's stealing his sister's stuff, and he's telling us about his pill habit that he used to have. And I'm telling him in DMs, I'm like, "Andy, why are you telling me this on the air?" And he's like, "I don't give a fuck." And I'm like, "Andy, you don't have to tell me this shit on the air. Nobody needs to know this." And he's like, "No, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to let everybody know this shit." And I'm like, "Okay, that's not going to go over well for you." And then he goes on to tell me that he was doing coke once, but then as we're going through the DMs, it says he's doing coke multiple lines that day. And I'm like, "You told me you weren't doing any coke during the training. You told all of your fans that you weren't doing coke during training. Like, you're not telling the truth here." And he goes, "Okay, I fucking lied. I was doing coke. I was having party weekends. I was enjoying myself. I tried to get coke while I was in Knoxville." And I was like, whoa, you were trying to get coke in Knoxville? You know that Ralph is a fucking, he's on probation. If you had drugs on you in Knoxville and you got fucking busted, Ralph would be the one that would get in trouble because he's hanging out with somebody that is coming overseas or, over the country line and getting drugs. You can't have drugs present with somebody that's a felon that's on probation. And then people were like, "Wow, Andy, that's so fucked up." And I was like, "Yeah, Andy, I think you should apologize to everybody." And Andy apologized. He said, "I apologize to Cal. I apologize to your audience. I apologize to my audience. I apologize to Ralph." And I was like, "All right, cool. Best of luck, Andy. I'm not going to trust you on your word anymore because you lied to me. But, I'm still going to be your friend, I guess. I'm cool with you." And, I talked to him after that, and he said he's just going to be taking a break to focus on other projects and stuff like that. And that was that. But, Ralph doesn't cover any of that because that's about one of his friends. He talks about being transparent and always doing the news, but he doesn't. He only reports on what he thinks is important. He says, "Oh, well, the chat wasn't interested." Well, the chat didn't know about the whole thing with him having drugs in Knoxville or him doing coke or him stealing his sister's pills because Ralph never showed any of that. He showed 5 minutes of him talking about fucking the fat chick and immediately curved the entire fucking issue around the other shit that he said, and then said, "Oh, I guess that's all he talked about on the whole stream. Does the chat care?" No, the chat doesn't care about him fucking a fat bitch. The chat cares about him doing drugs and having drugs on him while he's with Ralph that's a felon that's on probation. But nobody wants to talk about that. And then I was like, "Why are you fucking hiding that?" And somehow I'm an asshole. Nobody had any problems with me when I was fucking with Dispatch and with Gunt and all these other people.
What is the 5 fingers? Say to the face!
Dad Crows.
What?
Oh, I've got so many of them to go through as well. Fucking hell. But anyway, right. I'm gonna move on from all this shit, but appreciate you coming on anyway to say your part. We've had I think everyone on today. Whether I believe you or not is another story. Like I say, it's just fucking. I don't know. There's so much in one direction. I'm gonna have to go and listen through these and see what I can see, because I've not obviously listened to them before making a decision on that. With the Josh stuff, I mean, he's come on himself and said that he's allowed it to be on there, but he's also reported like certain ones, so I don't know where I stand with that either.
Yeah, I'm sure he's reported people. I remember when I was talking to him on fucking Ralph's Discord, his whole response was, "I never ran that." Then it was, "I did run it." Then it was, "I didn't." I have all the fucking.
Okay,
clips.
have you added because sometimes you do this, and I'm gonna ask is like, have you added to that Andy said he had drugs in Knoxville? The Punish Ralph in my YouTube chat anyway is saying, but Andy never said that he had drugs in Knoxville.
Yeah, he did. He said it on my stream. He said that he was actively looking for coke while he was in Knoxville. And I said, "Wow, that's really fucked up, Andy," because Ralph was on probation. And Andy said, "Yeah, I have it on my stream. People can go clip it." He said that he was actively looking for coke while he was in Knoxville, and that he couldn't find it.
But he didn't get coke. Okay.
No, he couldn't. He said he couldn't find it.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been looking while Ralph was there. Fair enough. I get that.
Exactly. So I pointed that out. Somehow I'm an asshole, and Andy openly said this on my show, but Ralph skipped over all of that. I even DM'd Ralph about it and said, "No, this is the reason why," and I can show him where I DM'd him it too, where I said, "No, that's not the reason why they're mad," and he just blew right over it.
Right. Again, like I say, I'm gonna go through this on my own time, but until then, I'm gonna move on to the next thing, which is my final little battle of the day, which has got nothing to do with this shit. But appreciate you coming on anyway. I'll see you later, Zoom.
Yeah, sure, man. Take it easy.
Bye bye.
There's him.